Hey, what it do, what the business is.
It's another week in the books. It's the OndeckTV podcast. I am Spike Lou.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal_Brown if you're looking for me on socials.
That is a fact. I am Spike Lou on those same social sites.
Absolutely, man. Producer Mxtra was good.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Mxtra, MXTR83 on all things social media. You better believe it.
There it is, man. What you have on deck for the weekend?
This past weekend, man, I got to go over to Is the Mic Still On podcast. Enjoyed myself over there. I got to talk outside of hip-hop with those guys. It was very fun. Question that came in from one of their listeners: if a black guy has a white girlfriend, can he refer to her as queen? Seeing them Mxtra's face over there, so I know how that one would go. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Very good conversation, man.
Yeah,
y'all check that out.
Why not?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's very good, though, man. So I enjoyed
Not
myself
me, my
doing
sisters,
that.
don't you worry.
And I went to Decatur this weekend, man. Decatur on the come up. That's very, very cool over there.
What part of you went downtown Decatur?
Yeah, downtown Decatur.
Decatur, where
That's
it's
a different
greater.
Decatur.
That is a different Decatur.
Yes.
That is where it's
Everybody's downtown. Is,
It was still a couple guys in black forces lurking around, though.
Oh, yeah, You get
Low
got.
cut forces. What you have up this weekend?
I had two things. Went to DJ Envy's real estate seminar. It was pretty good. It was a packed house, though. It was more people than I expected.
Packed house, like how many people?
500, 600?
Nah, y'all shit.
Yeah.
$99 ticket. You can't beat that.
That's what I'm saying. It was popping. But it was good. Shout out to Envy. They put on a good show. I had two. When you go to like things like this, everybody's at different levels. You know what I'm saying?
And gold member and then
all that.
Oh man.
No. I'm saying different levels in terms of like knowledge and where you at in a particular game.
Yeah.
And so you really just go for certain takeaways. And I got the two takeaways that I needed. And it's 2020 is on.
Share them with the people.
Absolutely not.
You one of them.
You one of those.
Nah,
You one of them Negroes.
it ain't enough to
man.
explain on this. I'd be cheating you. I'd be cheating y'all.
Yeah, good excuse.
Also,
Them niggas.
Also, I've been retro gaming this weekend. My PlayStation 1 came in.
Nerd alert.
Absolutely. And I've been on that Twisted Metal 2 all motherfucking day.
That's some nostalgia right there. I'm
Classic.
definitely coming to get on that. Pause. Coming to get on that.
That's a classic video game, people.
I got some feedback from the show
out.
over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Guy said, man, I like you guys, but I come in and I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about and what this pertains to.
Okay.
So this is a hip-hop podcast.
For sure.
And we discuss topics weekly
He's not
from
familiar
our
with the genre.
perspectives. Yes, he's familiar with the genre. He was like, he seen the subject line said Davies, and he was like, well, why y'all talking about y'all weekend and all these things for 15 minutes? I mean, when are y'all going to talk about Davies?
15 seconds.
He's not familiar with podcasts. Gotcha. So just to throw that out there, there are new listeners every time that we cut it on, so we can reintroduce ourselves, and what we do.
Absolutely.
Every now and then.
What you have on deck?
This weekend, shout out to my brother. He got a new gig. He'll be moving back to the District of Columbia.
Oh, word.
Yes, so we celebrated on Friday night.
Sweet.
We hung out, had some drinks, and hung out Saturday. Saturday was
Nobody drink no more.
No, people still drink. Though.
Nobody drinks no more.
No, people drink. No, nobody smoke no more.
The bar was full. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Nobody drinks no more.
Nobody drinks no more. But anyway, so that was fun. And Saturday I hung out all day. I ran around, ran some errands, lunch, stuff like that. Sunday I just took it easy. With the fam, had dinner with the fam. We like to do that every now and then. So it was fun.
Shout out to the bro in DC, man. DC a nice place.
Yeah,
It is. That's all you did Sunday? You don't get no sports talk this week?
Yeah, I watched football Sunday.
You watch football?
Yeah.
Oh, you're sure to bring up what happened last week. I was waiting on the commentary for this week.
Oh, y'all win and you want to bring it up? I don't have a problem.
Why wouldn't we?
I mean, my team.
I just didn't hear
the
it.
most injured team in the league. We could talk about
Lost.
Yeah, we lost.
That's all I wanted to hear. Thank you.
17-10.
Gotcha. Your Falcons
To
on the
Devontae
rise.
the Patriots.
Your Falcons on the rise, though.
The Falcons whooped the Panthers' ass. What's going on with the Falcons?
I have no idea.
Shit. All right, man. This is how you confuse new listeners, people. Y'all talking about
this is a
sports and
sports
shit.
podcast.
Whack ass teams.
I want them to know
They
that
just need to
my
listen harder.
team is America's team.
It's conversation, people, just like anything else.
This is what you're here for, a good conversation.
Absolutely, man. Let's get to this hip hop talk, man. First, let's talk about Kodak Black. November 13th, last Wednesday, Kodak Black was officially sentenced for federal firearms charges related to his May 11th arrest in Miami. Facing 10 years, and with the prosecution recommending 8, Kodak received 3 years and 10 months. Now, 2 days later, he was hit with 2 new felony counts of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. He faces up to 30 years in prison for each of those counts. Simple question, is Kodak Black's music career over?
Absolutely not. Hip-hop loves the bad guy. So there will always be a pocket for Kodak Black. Is there a path or a lane for him to be a superstar like there was before this happened? Absolutely not. Kodak Black is going to fall into that category that which, regrettably, my guy Boosie fell into when he went away for a couple of years. T.I. Though T.I. was able to rebound, people still will say that he never got as big as he was projected to be before he started going to jail. I say all this to say people are starting to care less about what happens with Kodak Black because even though the music is good, he's shown that he doesn't have a lot more to add to it depth-wise. You got Master P, you got Rick Ross, you have Nipsey, who was talking about it. You got J. Cole, you got T.I. All of these guys have had interaction and think that they were able to be the person that was to reach out to him and change them, and all of them came away with the same thing. I hope he learns sooner than later or that he changes his perspectives because they couldn't get to him. Yeah. So I feel like if those people that are in the position that he wants to be in as far as successful rappers aren't getting through to him, then, I mean, what else are we going to wait for or do for him to ruin his career? He's in the process of doing it now.
Yeah, and to answer the question, I think it's done. I think it's done, so. Like, these are serious charges and serious sentencing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not for a minute, we've been doing this show for a couple of years, ever since Kodak Black came on the scene. Yeah. And the majority of the time that we talked about him was him being in trouble with the law, unfortunately. And we always looked at the situation and was like, man, dude got potential to be great, or, you know what I'm saying, or to, at worst, similar to a Boosie, to have a niche fan base and get 30,000 a show for the next 20 years. Like, he kind of had that. And it's unfortunate that it came to this, because that's a long time, bro. Right about 4 years, now you're facing 60. Now, we don't know what that's going to turn into, but
he'll probably end up doing those 8. I feel like if the prosecutor wanted to get
I see what you're saying.
And the judge gave him 3, we're going to throw 2 more charges at you. And those will come at 3 apiece, so you're going to end up doing 8 or 9.
Damn, man. It's over with. Now, to say this, he is 22, which is very young. And I actually didn't think he was that young. I thought he was a little bit older than that. 22 is young. Let's just hypothetically say he does 5, 6, 7. He'll still be under 30. It's possible.
Oh, yeah, he got a shot, man.
But, man, like, bro, the way that
these other charges come up,
if these other charges come up, it's OV.
30 years, though. Like,
if he does over 10, it's a wrap.
I think he'll be able to get out in 6, 7 years.
Yeah. They add on these other charges?
Yeah. I think that's 6 or 7 with those added. Because the gun possession,
or get him to the 8 that they was asking for.
Yeah.
So to say his face is up to 60, we all know he's not gonna do 60.
Yeah, we know.
Right.
So you saying he can get it down to
he'll get appeals.
Less than 10.
He'll get appeals and pleas, and they'll bleed him dry for enough.
If he gets less than 10,
he's got a shot.
He has a shot.
He gonna get out in less than 10, but like I say, it starts to depend on what he learns in jail, who he starts to deal with. Because I mean, and
the people around him, let's go back to this picture.
Yeah, it's tough.
The people around him don't look. This is clearly a fake coat. It's a Gucci lining with the Louis Vuitton.
That's custom. That's custom.
Come on, man. He don't have real people around him, man. They let him.
And I do say a lot, though. I ain't even peeped that, though.
You know what I'm saying? He don't have people around him that really.
You can't have. Because look, though, he the bread. For real. Like, he the breadwinner. I'm going nowhere with this nigga. He got that coat on.
They're not telling him about himself?
Man, come on,
that's
bro.
True.
That means you have number of yes men around you.
Yeah, you got to pull him to the side. Like, bro, what you
looking like? Take that monkey shit off. You
embarrassing us, my nigga.
Nah, I mean, it's tough because he was probably on his 7th strike though. And you want to talk about the IG videos of him with the lady?
He's still facing the sexual assault charge.
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't even over.
Damn. Kodak had so much promise, but he lost me maybe a year or 2 ago when he said what he said about dark skinned women. Like I can't.
It didn't make sense.
I was like, bro, what is wrong with this kid, man?
I mean,
but he's a kid too, also.
Now how long?
And then that Lauren London shit was mad.
How long we gonna go with the he's a kid excuse, bro?
He is a kid though.
No, I'm saying at the time
he's 22. He's a kid.
It was a remark that rubbed me the wrong way, but he was also 18, 19. He's clearly ignorant as fuck.
And I'm not giving Kodak
him bail.
any excuses, but we are asking him to conduct himself in a manner that he's clearly expressed that he's not used to. And that's just to have a little bit of decency, dude.
Yeah.
And that got to do with the people around him. That has to do with just himself. Who lets him walk out with that coat on? Who lets him get on Instagram and say that? What? Well, like if you're never gonna surround you, and the worst thing about that, like I mentioned, all of these big dogs are reaching out to you because they hear it in your music. Yeah. They know the potential, and most of these guys don't need you. Like, I don't think J. Cole reaching out to talk to Kodak Black because he wants to sign him. Right. It's just like, bro, I for real deal think you're talented and you blowing this shit.
Yeah, P said it, man, spot on that Nori. I believe it was the Nori or maybe the T.I. I can't remember.
It was the T.I.
Man, he was trying to.
No, actually, it was Nori.
It was Nori. That's what it was.
Because I listened to Nori.
When he broke it down, what was really going on, he was like, bro, I'm trying to tell this dude, man, audit your people. Like, I'm seeing it from here. This is what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give you the game. I can give you advice. I can consult you. But, bro, like, that's not free. But what you don't understand, though, is that I'm going to get you $1 million for this deal, and then I'm going to get my 10%. They're going to get you $500,000. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they're gonna pocket the rest and still get them 10%, bro. Like that. Like you not. That's how people have been getting screwed for years.
1,000,000%. And how I heard Master P explain it, it sounded like Kodak Black was a kid, and I think that was Nori's response. It's like, yeah, you make sense to an adult. Like, you're making all the sense in the world to me. But you talking to a nigga that's 19 is telling you got to do audits, and like Nori barely understood him. And I ain't knocking Nori. He said that. Nori barely understood him. He 40. A nigga like Kodak Black that's just fresh removed from where he was.
That's
like,
an excuse, bro.
It's not an excuse.
Because P said that was an excuse.
So did he catch these charges while he was famous? Like, why was he having guns when he was famous?
Yeah, this happened this year.
That's part of the people that he with.
This happened this year.
It's a shout out to TK Kirkland. He has a famous saying when he does stand up. Nigga, who raised
these niggas? Who raised these niggas?
Goodness.
Nah, it's a bad situation. Dude had promise for real.
I don't think it's an excuse, but I do think that it has to be pointed out that he is a child. And just like Nori said, like Master P said, that's an excuse. He gonna hit a wall, and he's gonna understand and realize those things when he's older.
You just hope it's not a 60-year wall.
Yes.
Moving on, man. Let's talk Spike Lee.
My man Spike.
Legendary filmmaker Spike Lee is tapping into his hip-hop side with this next movie project. Lee is set to direct Prince of Cats, a film adaptation of a novel penned by Arthur Ronald Wimberly that is essentially an 80s hip-hop version of Romeo and Juliet. Is this a must-see?
Nah, I'm scared of this. I'm scared of this because of the shadow. Like that Chirac that he did, and that was the musical hip-hop ballad play, whatever
Hamlet,
it was supposed to be. That was very bad. If he had done this, then I would be excited and interested.
Back with Black Klansman, but
no, I'm saying, but I think this is the same genre though. Like, I think he may be trying to bounce back from it and redo it, and it's gonna be even worse.
Nick Cannon was in the other one.
Yeah. Until they start naming people for this
Paris.
one. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I like to see the hip hop stories. I do like when Spike Lee puts film out. I think that he does change and moves the needle in the culture 100%. But I don't know if it's a must see until I start seeing the previews, because we all know this Spike can get a little weird sometimes.
Yeah, he go left.
He does.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I like when hip hop is interwoven in different genres and areas, but I don't want it hoard out, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't need to go see the fucking Hamlet. I mean,
fucking with Hamlet.
What's the play?
That's I think.
What's the play joint? The hip hop. Man, I'm mad. It's escaping me. It's sold out everywhere.
They playing it right now.
And the rap. It's the rap version of.
I know exactly.
No, the play that's on Broadway. Man, I'm so mad that's escaping me.
Oh, you talking about I know what you're talking about.
That's killing me right now.
The famous one is right now. This
exactly
one on Broadway.
That shit. I don't like when hip hop is infused. Hamilton. I don't like when it's infused in shit like that. That comes off as corny.
It's fire though.
It may be. I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna shit on it because I haven't seen it. But it comes off as corny to me. And a hip hop version of Romeo and Juliet, bro. Didn't Beyonce and
the MTV,
the MTV show, the hip hop.
I think that was just an opera though. I don't think that was Romeo.
But that's corny though. That's what I'm saying. We can name.
Shout out to Mekhi Phifer and Beyonce. It was alright. It wasn't that bad.
Oh my god,
it was decent.
Listen, that shit is corny.
You used to listen to Silk, so let's not.
Silk was that nigga. They ain't got nothing fucking with that Charges to the Game. Spike Lee does not have a movie better than an album like Charges to the Game.
No, now you going.
So let's put some respect on Silk name.
That's not true.
No, but this shit sounds corny. I'm gonna be real.
Sweatshirt too tight.
80%. I mean, an 80s hip hop version of Romeo and Juliet.
I'm here for it though,
bro.
Because I think I know what this is. And I kind of I think they kind of did it a little bit when Martin did it on his show. That was
Right.
like a spinoff of that.
Homeo?
Homeo, yeah. I think they kind of did. So I need to know who's going to be in it. And I'm going to ride with Spike on this. There's no way he makes 2 duds of films like this.
If you show me what this is about, and then you tell me Spike Lee's doing it, I'm scared.
It's seen through the eyes
Right.
of Talbot.
And Talbot was the uncle.
The angry
the cousin
Yes.
of Romeo, Juliet something.
Do y'all remember the Romeo and Juliet from the 90s, the late 90s, where they tried to make it modern, but they were talking as if it was throwback?
Yeah.
Just Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, that was some slow.
Oh,
That
yeah.
shit was trash, dude.
Is that the one that
see-
they did? Drew Hill did a remake on the video of, or Leonardo
Yeah,
DiCaprio?
exactly. I
That
don't understand
shit
why
was
they won't
trash.
just make it a regular Romeo and Juliet movie though. Like if you're gonna redo it, just redo it like regular.
No,
'Cause
don't put
you want to make it.
Let's make it hip hop. Let's throw hip hop on it.
Well, I mean,
Fuck.
you can make it like a hood story, but I don't want them reading in fucking old English.
I
and shit,
don't think
dude.
it was like that though. The hip hop version, like it's not like that.
I mean, I just
Oh, well, I'll
I'm
take that, dude.
scared that
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to be because of how he did the Chirac shit though. So
Because you know they were rhyming in the Chirac.
yeah, like don't leave that shit out.
That's literally one of the worst movies I've ever
Yeah, I have a hard
fucking
time.
Is it
seen.
worse than Pootie Tang?
I've never seen Pootie
Tang
Tang.
is bad.
That's the worst movie I've ever seen.
I
in my life.
wouldn't
Who's the
dare
worst?
sit through that.
Pootie Tang is bad.
No,
It's
Pootie
funny.
Tang.
Some,
Hey,
certain
it's some
parts
funny
are
parts. man.
Jeepers Creepers 2 is worse than that, though, if we talking worse
Ooh,
movies.
that was
Let's
bad
be
too.
honest.
I
We
haven't
walked
seen
out of that.
I
I
ain't seen
remember
that.
walking out of Jeepers Creepers too. On the bus scene.
One of the worst movies I've ever seen was "Don't Drink Your Juice" in
What?
in South Central.
Good.
Right there.
That's bad good.
That's
though.
a classic. The
Oh,
fuck?
no, bro. This man put hot sauce and barbecue sauce on her feet.
Dude, that shit was hilarious,
She
bro.
was pregnant before they got
Bro,
through. It was
come on, man.
hilarious. That was funny. That was
She
funny.
turned over and said, I'm pregnant.
I remember
Nigga just closed the fridge.
me and my
dude.
brother tricked my stepmom to take us to that movie, and she said, "Oh my God, this is terrible.
This is amazing. I know. It's
She said,
amazing.
It's terrible. Come on, dog.
Little known Black History fact, I saw that before I saw the movies that it was spoofing.
Well, you should be ashamed of
That's
yourself.
That's some sick
You
shit.
knew
right
when you was a
there, man.
kid. God damn.
I was out
Did they
in
lock the TV
He
up?
was reading.
I was out in the
Watching,
streets.
you watching X-Men and shit.
Are you down watching that devil box, boy?
Man, that nigga locked in the basement. Man.
I was in them
You was a
streets.
Jehovah's Witness?
No.
This nigga was Jehovah's.
How the hell you see a spoof before you see the original?
Yeah, I know. I know it's backwards. That shit was a classic though. But this Spike Lee movie will not be a classic, and it's a skip. I'm on record. Before we
Yeah.
even see a trailer, I'm
Man,
not
you gonna
fucking
scare
with
the black
this.
man just like that, huh?
I'm sorry. I went to go see Black Klansman. Shout out to Spike.
That was good.
I heard that was good.
That was good.
I ain't
it was
seen it.
pretty good,
Yes.
but this
It
Won
won
an
film
Oscar.
of the year,
Won an
right?
Oscar.
Yeah.
It didn't win film of the year, but it won an Oscar though.
Well, he won director of the year, original screenplay. That's the
Screenplay, I
original
think,
screenplay.
yeah. All right, man. That's enough Spike talk.
Shout out to Spike. Shout out to Morehouse.
Shout out to Spike, man. But a little overrated. All right, moving
Oh,
on.
my God, what?
Let's take it to Philly. Black Thought, roots rapper Black Thought, will be working with rising MCs across the country to lead a free workshop on rap. The first ever hip hop masterclass will be held at Carnegie Hall next year, February 3rd through February 5th. The press release states, and I quote, "Participants will explore the history of hip-hop and examine technical skills employed by the genre. Black Thought will equip participants with tangible exercises to improve their overall artistry." End quote. Is this a big deal, little deal, or no deal?
This is a big deal, and I like that he added, Black Thought will lead on the rise and professional rappers alike in Carnegie Hall's first ever masterclass. So I do like that he's opened the invitation for rappers who are already professionals because he that cold at what he do.
That's funny.
Yeah, I do like that. I think this is a big deal because to have someone in any field, not just hip hop, but any field, I listen to How I Built This, and I enjoy.
Guy Raz.
Yeah, love it. I enjoy listening to people tell, especially when they're great at something, how they do it, what their thought process is. Not to try and emulate them because, they're great at what they do, but at least try to have a structure on how to get good at it.
Absolutely.
Right? And I think this is dope for rap in a whole to continue to grow the genre, continue to make it as big as it is now and even bigger as to where people do still, because I know I was complaining about people not having the passion that they have for like songs and everybody was chasing the bag.
Yeah.
I think this kind of puts it in a perspective of there are people that still care about it.
About the artistry and actually knowing
Yes.
how to do it. I think this is a big deal if done properly. I just left, again, I mentioned earlier the Envy thing, right? And he's not up there talking about every facet of real estate. He's got professionals and experts in their respective field.
Right.
So he's got the credit expert to talk about the credit shit, and then he's got the lawyer expert to talk about why you need an LLC XYZ. Black Thought can rap his ass off, obviously, but I think there's different types of rap now, especially in 2019, 2020. You need somebody up there that's cold with the hooks. You need somebody up there to talk about like who may have more of a melodic flow for those artists up there that are bringing that to the game. Like you need that type of thing. I don't need Black Thought up there all 3 of these days talking just from one perspective. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that works. I think you need different perspectives from different types of artists in this situation. But the idea is fire, though. And if I was an up-and-coming artist, I would try to fuck with it.
I mean, I think Black Thought can hold his own for 3 days. For a 3-day course, especially something like this, because his wordplay, his pocket presence, all of that is unmatched. He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
No,
so he can show you from all different ways of. I'm sure he's going to give examples of different ways to flow, different beats, how to ride a beat, pause, all of that. So I don't think he needs,
But I mean, Kobe can't teach.
I don't think he needs Future to come up there and say, sing it like this.
That's how
But
you do it.
but I'm saying like Kobe can't teach a big man count, like how to move like Shaq and Dwight
He
Howard.
can do a post up.
He can teach you how to play basketball.
Yeah.
Right? And
to a
that's
certain
all.
extent.
And I think that's the important part of what Black Thought is going to do. If you can add more quality to the rappers from a like a foundational standpoint.
Yeah.
If I'm this cold and can at least show you how I rap, then you go figure the
you
little
filling
pump
the
shit out
gaps.
by yourself. But at least I'm gonna show you how to do this, and then you can put your Young Thugs sauce on it or whatever you do. And like I think the Kobe analogy, I was sitting here trying to think of one. I think that's a good one. Like Peyton Manning, you're right. He can't teach a defensive tackle how to prepare for a football game. Well, excuse me, how to be what he plays in his position, but he can't teach him how to prepare, right? He can teach him how to be a football player.
Yeah.
So,
but I think this is super dope. Is there anybody else you think could hold who's a good person that could hold a 3-day legitimate seminar on this type of shit? Like,
I mean, just think of people who rap like him. I think because there's only a few people who can rap like Black Thought.
like who? Like Nas?
no. Niggas gonna go to sleep in that class.
I think
Niggas gonna be in there dead sleep, nigga.
that's a good question. Who
Nah,
else? Who in that alien category is like
Andre 3000 could do
Lupe?
this.
Lupe could do
Lupe could do this.
sure.
Because who was the coach on the Netflix show? That was Los. Los was like the rap coach, so to speak.
I could see him being a
You
rap
see what I'm
coach.
saying?
Yeah.
But you gotta think though, like, and shout, that's my guy. But like, he ain't got no hits, bro.
Who Los?
Yeah, like if you're
But he
somebody,
know how to rap though.
Yeah, right. He probably right for a lot of people.
You know what I'm saying? Like he can rap.
Yeah,
He a rapping ass nigga.
Yeah,
he
you
got
gotta
not
understand.
one
A lot
hit.
of people, you gotta have. Some people can rap, but not everybody has it. You see what I'm saying? So
is Los considered a successful artist in y'all's eyes? Is he like? Would you say either
bro,
you
it's
can?
tough.
Yeah. Like,
It's tough because he doesn't have a standout solo career, but he makes a living through rap.
I was just about to say he make a living off of rap. So you
like I can't sit here and be like, it ain't like he
nigga
got to
ain't
go to
in a call
Walmart to be a
center.
greeter.
Yeah, he ain't in a call center doing like.
Yeah,
you know what
like
I'm saying?
this
So-
isn't part time. So if you've made that hobby into a full time gig, then in my opinion, your ass is successful.
Yeah, and that's what I think. That's where the line
Yeah.
gets blurred. People try to say, "Well, I've never heard him on the." And not saying that you didn't,
Right,
but
right.
I know you understand.
To
But
be
some
a
people
coach,
be
though.
like, "Yeah, I never heard him on the radio." It really don't take that. It just takes.
yeah, it don't take that at all.
Yeah.
And then I think with Los, I just think how certain people he had in his career, they didn't do the right thing for him because he should have been bigger than what he was.
I think that's
I
on
think
him.
some people just are able to rap really well and can't craft songs.
I thought he was
I don't see
marketable.
Los. I don't see Los as marketable.
I thought he was marketable.
I don't see him as a marketable artist.
I just thought he could rap his ass off.
I can't put nothing with that though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and plus he has no identity.
Exactly.
And I've said that
I don't
But that's
before.
know-
also
I don't know
because
what
of
that
the
goes
people
with.
in his who had. I mean, Puffy dropped the ball with Los. To be honest with me,
Now Puffy just wanted to keep him
he
bars
wanted
for
to keep
himself.
Thank you. That's my point.
But
He wanted to keep him.
look,
just
okay,
like Kanye is doing with Sci-Hi.
But
The same
that's a
thing.
good
okay,
point.
so that's
That's
a, well,
Same
well,
thing. And Sci-Hi can rap his ass off.
That's fair.
but Los ain't even gotten as big as Sci-Hi though.
Because Sci-Hi forced his project to happen.
True.
And he had
that's what I
mixtapes.
would say. And I
Yeah.
give Sci-Hi credit for that, for being that type of artist. But like, nigga, you're not gonna sit me on the shelf. That's why I say it's Los' fault. Cause nigga, if Diddy can't make you blow,
That's true.
You know what? You make a good point. Because I think Los was a little too cocky for
yeah.
his
like
place.
if I'm right here with Diddy and I never drop, like I know it's hard. I know you gotta walk and get cheesecake, my nigga. I know this. But still, that's
He one of them niggas that he nice and he know he nice.
Yeah,
you know you
like
nice.
an NBA talent player who don't really
Deshaun
want to work hard
Stevenson.
for
Well, I mean,
it.
not Deshaun. What's my man name? Deion Waiters.
Yeah, he know he
Deion
nice,
Waiters, yeah.
so he kind of like cut corners and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, now this dope, man. Shout out to Black Thought. If anybody is interested in that, man, y'all got to Google just Black Thought Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Our podcast
fire.
masterclass will start next year too.
Absolutely.
This is
We got
huge.
y'all.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Shout out to Philadelphia. Yes, sir.
Before we get out of here, man, let's take it to Chicago.
Get out of here.
I mean, excuse me. Before we go to our music
The Monday
break.
Night Football game?
Yeah, I was going to cut this shit short.
Go get the bonbons.
I'm ready to get to that twisted metal.
Yeah, it's true. Chicago rapper Lil Reese is out of the hospital after being shot in Country Club Hills, Illinois.
Wow.
Now, someone pulled up to Reese in his Jeep
That's the
Cherokee,
ghetto.
shot 12 times, hitting him in the neck. Now, rumor has it this was all over an issue with Reese, who had accepted $20,000 for a feature from a local rapper but never sent his verse in. Now, what's crazier? Somebody getting shot over a non-feature or Reese getting $20,000 for a verse?
Man, the nigga get Reese 20,000 for a verse, man. Like, just stop rapping, bro. Like, put that 20K towards something else. Like, open you like a little small cleaning company.
Buy a Subway.
Buy a Subway. Open a kiosk in the mall.
Man.
Sell socks.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you'll do
Set
better.
cell phone cases. Fix screen repair. All of these are little $20,000 gigs that you could just put that towards instead of getting a Lil Reese verse. And I ain't trying to shit on Lil Reese here, but I promise you that return on investment is never going to pay off, my nigga. You ain't got to strap up and shoot Lil Reese for this. I mean, he should have been shooting him for taking him for $20,000, not for not giving him the verse. I feel like that he got that verse from Lil Reese and realized that he got shucked, and he's like, "Nah, get my money back, bro."
Oh, the verse was some slog?
Yeah, get my money back, bro. Lil Reese like, "Nope,
Hey, man.
nope."
First of all, and we laughing and shit, but shout out to Lil Reese. I'm glad this wasn't serious. Again, he's out the hospital now. You got shot in the neck. I don't know if you saw the scar on
stapled up his
Instagram.
neck, yeah.
That shit looks nuts. So obviously, nobody don't need to be out here shooting niggas and shit over no verses. Just take that L and keep it moving, or just don't fall for the shuck to begin with, because there's a lot of people. Remember, we talked about Yo Gotti. He's getting hemmed up right now. He said he ended up selling out of court for the people he shucked in North Carolina, South Carolina, whenever that was, for the feature that he didn't come through on. I watched a interview with T Grizzly, who said he debo niggas for features all the time, bro. He'll get the money for the feature and then he won't clear it with the label, so they can't release it. They can only put it out on a mixtape. Like, man, like, bro, listen, man, stop falling.
That's grimy, though. I don't understand
But listen, you got to know the game, though, if you're an up-and-coming artist.
No.
You got to go to this Black Thought thing, and you also got to know not to give $20K to a feature for somebody that's not going to do nothing for you.
No, bro, but you T Grizzly, though. Like, why you got to give me for my 20 racks, though? Just because you know I'm a street nigga and I ain't going to be able to do nothing but shoot you? Like, I don't respect that, though. I don't respect T Grizzly saying that. I don't respect niggas doing that. Like, don't get over on a nigga just because you can. That's how you get shot in the neck. You know what I mean? And we joking. Like I say, I do hope that Lil Reese is all right. Chicago is obviously Chicago. But like you say, like when you putting bad shit out there, like what T Grizzly saying, like we see what happened with him.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you
bringing that energy up.
You
on
bring that energy on you, and then the niggas that you dealing with is giving you this kind of money cash that ain't asking for receipts and ain't needing to write this off, and this ain't a business expense. Here go brown paper bag with $20K in here. Like, yes, nigga, I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
Like, don't play with me and don't play with my money, because I had to do a lot of shit to get this.
See, now listen, niggas got to take the Yo Gotti route, because he went the legal route, and the judge ended up awarding him millions.
True.
Nigga.
But look too, you don't know that he ain't the nigga that shot up Yo Gotti cars and shit when he was in North Carolina. Like, that was in North Carolina at the CN.
No, that was you talking about Dolph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
you're
Dolph
right.
car.
It was
Yeah.
Dolph shit.
Nah,
You're right.
so
My bad.
listen, and nobody.
Yo Gotti-
This is hearsay, by the way. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, we don't know
Yeah, Yo
this
Gotti
is
didn't. Yeah, he got a good settlement. He didn't pay them millions like the judge ordered, and then the guy got him to feature on the song. So
Oh, I did.
yeah,
Wow.
so his lawyer got him to feature on the song. So they probably used
got a
that as
good
part of
lawyer.
the settlement.
This is the music business, dog, and business is grimy. The
Yeah,
further
but-
you go up,
But that's the thing. The guys that they're getting these $20K from ain't in the business yet. I'm trying to get into business,
And I'm
and
saying
y'all
they need to
niggas
learn
is
that.
shucking me.
they
Like,
need to
nah.
learn that, bro.
We're just
That's
glad that Reese is okay. This violence got to stop, people.
Speaking of business, Lil Reese showed off his shooting injury, and he demands $1 million
for a story.
for a Vlad interview.
Yeah, somebody said on Twitter, man, you should do a Vlad. Vlad gonna be on the horn looking for you right now. He said, I need $1 million for it.
I don't got no problem with that if it's Vlad.
Not $1 million.
He should charge Vlad $2 million.
Nobody's paying him $1 million. Sorry.
Yeah, he can. There'll be no interview with Lil Reese.
Nobody's paying that.
We'll never get that story out.
I just think he's talking about if it's Vlad. I think he'll go to Breakfast Club or somewhere else and talk.
Lil Reese will try to charge for that. You know what a Vlad interview would do for Lil Reese streams right now after getting shot in the neck? Bro, he need to be reaching out to Vlad, nigga. Can I come up to your show, please?
Lil Reese a stand-up guy, though. He ain't fucking with Vlad. He see where
he's a stand-up guy. If he's a stand-up guy, he wouldn't steal 20 million.
20 bands.
He has a code.
20,000.
I'll say this. The man got a code.
Yeah.
To steal a quote from the wild, the man got a code.
When the last time you watched a Vlad interview, though? Vlad ain't the same as what you think.
The link that you sent.
Nigga, never.
The Vlad ain't what you think it is.
He already done ruined his reputation, though.
No, that's fair. But
You know
I'm just
what I'm
saying,
saying?
it ain't that now, though. He switched it up
I
considerably.
just can't. I have no reason to check back. Like, he one of those dudes, or like, in my opinion, he's just one of those things where, like, I feel like his objective will always be what it initially was, and that's to jam niggas up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck with it.
I think last time I saw it was Benny the Butcher.
Yeah. That was an interesting one. Now, he got some interesting ones on there.
Kevin Black can go to hell.
That's your man's. What we got on this music break, though?
Yeah, first music break, FABO is back. A lot of people have been waiting on this. We just had this conversation in the group chat. Is Fabolous done?
Yeah.
Apparently not, because he just dropped bombs, no pun intended. BOMBS. He just came back out. Check it out.
Yes, sir. Man, we are back. That was Fab with his first single in what feels like a decade. That was Bombs, back on my bullshit, for those who was wondering what that meant. How you feel about it?
I need to start playing that when I walk in, just a beat.
Absolutely
not. When I walk in here, just
Absolutely not.
Not like that, man. It was a good flip. Fab murder session for Fab. I do question.
Okay.
What an album from Fab sounds like right now.
We're going to
like
get
this
it.
Climate.
It sounds like that. I'm ready for
It
it.
sounds like Black Friday. It's on the way.
That
Summertime
album
Shootout
ain't
3.
Never coming out.
Whatever.
That album.
He just-
Whatever Fab album.
Oh, you don't think he's coming out with a solo album?
It
Oh,
come
he's
out
definitely
next Friday.
Okay.
It's coming out next Friday?
Black Friday.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Just like he was supposed to come out.
Fab called me and told me last night.
Oh.
He sent me the song.
Listen, man.
I was like, yes, I'm fucking with this. This is a
Fab.
nice pick for you, Fab. And I was like, bro, when are you going to drop what project? He said, I'm dropping it Black Friday. I said, okay, that's what I'll let the niggas know.
Fab been teasing release dates since Valentine's Day 2016. Say he hasn't.
Yeah, he been bullshitting. No, that was the beginning of him starting the bullshit.
Like, nigga been teasing a release date for 3 years.
They doing a Jason vs. Freddy 2 as well.
Of course they are.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here for it. Now, that was a good album, the Jason
It
vs. Freddy.
sounded slick dated, though, but it wasn't bad.
It probably was. Because, man, listen, man, y'all niggas is not finna get Fab in the recruit. Like, I'm not saying this from a sense of not thinking that Fab can do it. I just feel like that Fab don't seem like, to me, the type of nigga that's finna do no album in 2019, like that's finna go lock in. And
He wouldn't have put this out, though.
Why not? It's like Fab can tour off his. Like, he
One
does.
single?
Yeah, Fab tours
He already
consistently. He
do-
do
yeah.
niggas gonna book Fab in Connecticut and fucking Delaware and all up through there, and I can tour anyway, so I just throw this in the mix and boom.
Now, this sounds album ready, though.
I hope so.
They got a sample. That's that Chicago Bulls sample.
Do
from,
not
I
show
hope
me, Fab.
so. I hope so. I'm not saying that I hope it doesn't. I'm just based off his history.
He had to let that shit with the missus cool down. He cool off that now. He's safe now. We don't forgot about the video of him snapping off.
He probably did lose a lot of money in that, so he got to snap back for this album. So,
I don't think he lost any money in that. They still together.
well, yeah,
True.
the dad was the one that was filing.
Dad didn't get a dime.
He got paid. He got paid. That's what I'm
Dad
saying.
didn't get a dime.
Well, that's why. We don't want to speculate.
Yeah.
Let's not even get into that. I don't
Yeah.
wanna-
But yeah, this is a dope record. Like I said, I like the sample. I was wondering what it was, and I was like, oh, this that when Chicago
the intro.
Bulls started lineup.
Edgard.
Yeah, and that's from Alan Parsons' project called Sirius. So that's where the Chicago Bulls got that from.
Shout out to Fab, man. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
Now, speaking of looking forward to, man, favorite
Never
holiday
coming.
is around the corner. We got Thanksgiving coming up next
You
week,
couldn't
guys.
get no Black Thanksgiving cake? What the fuck is this?
That's food.
What the fuck is that?
Clearly, that's a vegan.
Man, what is
This is the
this,
shit
man?
you eat.
No meat on the motherfucking table.
Man, Man, come on. This is
That
trash.
is Olive
I
Garden?
need the tofurkey.
Are those nuts and
That's all it's
berries?
missing.
Oh, my God.
Everybody's tripping off the picture.
Got
that they
Oscar
selected.
Mayer ham over there? What the
Damn.
fuck is that?
Are y'all done?
You mailed that in.
Yeah, this is trash.
Yes.
That looks
This
delicious.
is a vegan meal.
YouTube.com/OndeckTV podcast. Now,
Don't blame us for that.
we ran an episode a couple years ago, and this was actually, I thought this was sooner than what I remember. This was like 4 years ago we did this episode. It's crazy. Guess who's coming to dinner? Where we chose 3 people. I think at the time, let me go back in the time machine. You chose Hype Williams, Trick Daddy, and Jay Prince.
There has to be some context for that.
I mean, no, you had reasons. They're gonna have to go back and listen to the episode.
Y'all go back and listen to that episode.
June 2015, you can go back and listen to it.
2019, I'm not inviting Trick Daddy to my house for anything.
Absolutely not. Now, I picked Swiss Beats, Lupe Fiasco, and Suge Knight. Now, in 2019, I can't invite Suge Knight. It's not going to work.
Yeah, but at the pen.
He's not going to be able to make it.
That's what that is. That's the jail dinner. That's the jail. That's
I
the
wish
jail.
it looked like that. So we decided to run it back for Thanksgiving. Spoiler alert, this will serve as the Thanksgiving episode.
Because we are not in this motherfucker next week.
Taking a pause for the cause next week, a well-deserved one. Now, we've got 3 people who we would want to, if we could have dinner with. This time, we're adding a little bit of a wrinkle in. We're going to do dead or alive, just in case if anybody wanted to pick somebody deceased, because I certainly did. So I threw that in for my goddamn self.
I was about to say what?
And the only stipulation was, man, we didn't pick the layups. Jay-Z, Puff, they're too busy. Pac, Biggie, no, it's a wrap. We're not gonna go for the super duper Steph Curry layup with those. So excluding those, give me the first person who you would want to sit with to wrap over some food, man, break bread with in 2019.
First and foremost, I will put probably my biggest surprise that people listen to this show wouldn't expect.
Okay.
But I'm a big fan of this person, and even just outside of the music, how they built their stuff up and did a lot outside building their personality is Action Bronson. I loved Action Bronson on Viceland, the show that he had.
Shit
where
That's
he
Delicious,
was,
or Fuck That's Delicious?
Fuck That's Delicious.
I have that book, the cookbook.
The cookbook.
Oh, that's what's up.
Like all of the different things that he does, from wrestling to cooking. They had the Viceland shows. He was doing his Anthony Bourdain shit, but he had his homeboys with him, and like they would have fun. Like that shit
I used to
just
watch that all the
looks.
time.
Me too. I used to stay on my TV. He was a pillar early in the Viceland.
Pillar.
Yeah, coming up as far as their shows, and I'd love to talk to him about that. That's why I would invite him. Man, he can cook too. He used to,
He can cook his
he
ass
used to
off.
be a chef before he was a rapper, but people don't know
Yeah.
that. And that would be my first guess, Action Bronson. I feel like he's a good as far as company too.
He's entertaining.
I've heard him talk a lot. He's an entertaining cat. He knows a lot. He's well traveled. So that would be my first guess, Action Bronson.
I can respect that. And if you listen to the show, you know we fuck with Action's music.
Yeah.
He's kind of in and out. You know, he's in and out in terms of being on the scene. I don't really know what the fuck he got going on right now.
He do so much. Yeah, you ain't no telling what he got going on.
But I
You
ain't
fuck
mad
with
at that.
Action music. Did you listen to him before you listened to Ghostface?
Yes. Yes. Because I don't like Ghostface. I don't like Wu-Tang.
But you
Yeah,
heard
Action Bronson
Ghostface
is-
before that. Though.
Oh, yeah, of course I've heard of him.
I mean,
Action
you
Bronson
listen to
is-
Ghostface tapes though, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
clearly inspired by Ghostface.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
And then he was feeling. Listen, Action was cool with the comparisons up until he started getting a little bit of notoriety, a little bit of light, and that's when he slipped up and tried to like sneak diss Ghost, and that's when they had to check him and remind him, relax, B.
All that came to a crashing halt.
Yeah, he started smelling himself.
Wu-Tang niggas still don't play it. I respect
no,
the
no.
shit out of that, nigga. Donnell Rollins was on with Joe Rogan, and I might get past this real quick so we can get back to it. But nigga, RZA was talking, and Donnell Rollins was trying to be funny, and he was like, "You the only member of Wu-Tang who wear pants that fit now." Nigga, RZA looked at him, and you could tell that he was like, "Ha ha, yeah, nigga, that's funny. You're a funny nigga, huh?" Man, RZA was mad about that.
Now, that's funny,
He said,
though.
nigga, what you wear, 32, 38? Nigga was roasting RZA. RZA was
that's
hot
funny.
about that too.
And them niggas fell out and everything, and RZA still not letting that shit slide. I can respect
Nah,
that.
RZA ain't going.
Nah, I ain't mad at that. My first one, I'm not gonna go artist yet. I'm gonna go personality. This person I think has probably the most underrated interviews in hip hop.
Better not steal my guy.
Nah, I'm going with Sway. I fuck with Sway super heavy. Like, he has been in this game for a long time, has interviews with some of the biggest artists of all time. The Pac stories, I can only imagine. He's coming straight out of the Bay. He used to rap, Then, of course, he switched it to the personality behind the camera, in front of the camera. And every time you listen to a Sway interview, you're going to get gems. You're going to get gems from people like if a RZA, I need RZA on Sway right now. I need, like, anytime somebody like a Kevin Hart or anybody, even somebody that doesn't necessarily talk serious or give knowledge or anything like that, he's going to get that out of them. And I would love to kind of get pointers from Sway and also just get some dope ass stories about him coming up in the game and all the people that he's talked to, and even get into more details about the Kanye interview. I mean, that's obviously, like, I don't think he's ever went into details about, like,
Nobody ever interviewed Sway, huh?
Nobody ever interviewed Sway.
Nobody ever interviewed Sway.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be a super dope conversation. He'll have a lot of knowledge to talk about, and I'll feel smarter walking away from the table, which is why I picked Lupe back when we did this a couple years ago.
Let's keep it a bean, though.
What's that?
You just picked him because it looked like y'all eat the same kind of food.
No.
Right. Both of y'all niggas
Absolutely
look vegan. He looked like
He would eat that rabbit food you had up with this motherfucker.
Sway 1,000,000%. That's his Thanksgiving layout, too.
Yeah. I would ask him, if I ever met Sway, why didn't you punch Kanye in the fucking mouth?
Nah, you can't lose that.
He wanted to.
You can't lose that game over that.
I would have rephrased it. It took a lot for you not to.
Clearly.
I know it did.
Because he was hot.
Because Sway helped, like he said, he helped Kanye. He brought Kanye's first TV and all that when he moved to California.
Yeah.
All that, yeah. So I would have been hot.
Imagine how many stories it is like that, because we would have never got that if
that happened.
If Kanye wasn't acting an ass on the damn show.
That's true.
We would have never got that story. So I think he's got 1 million of those, man. So I'm here for that. Who you got?
My first guy, just based off his business mind and his moxie and his savvy, is going to be Steve Stout. Steve Stout, a lot of people don't realize the strings that he pulls behind the scenes, the deals he closes, all the way back when he started with Nas, and we know about the ordeal with Puffy. Like, I want to know about all of that to where he is now is like one of the. He's considered just a genius when it comes to marketing and business planning and hip hop. So I would definitely want to pick his brain because Steve Stout is that guy.
Have you read his book?
No, I haven't. No.
The Tanning of America is pretty dope.
I'm 1,000,000% coming to that dinner with Dame Dash, just to stir it up,
just to fuck with,
just to stir it up,
just to see what that
goes. See how that go.
The longevity, I'm here and you're not, Dame.
Why not? Relax.
It's gonna take more than that to shut Dame up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that ain't gonna make Dame be quiet.
No,
but I just loved it. I too would ask you about that. Like you said, if I would have asked one of the questions to him, it would be about centering around Dame, just how that relationship even soured. I mean, Dame Dash is a lot, we know that, but Steve Stout, I feel like, would be able to deal with a lot in the industry that he's in. So
this man got tied up. This man got tied up.
Well,
got beat.
I'm sure he's got some things to say.
I bet there'll be some good stuff.
How did him and Puffy get over that? Like, if a nigga tied me up,
get past that shit.
He need Puff. He was on Combat Jack before Combat Jack passed. Am I thinking right?
Possibly.
I think he was on Combat Jack's.
I'm sure.
He told a couple of the stories. He told the story about him and Puff.
He did.
He left the tying up part out. But that's how that's how I found out about him and Dame. He was on there after Dame because Dame was talking about how he punched him. Some money that he owed.
Dame punched Steve.
Yeah, because he told him
niggas keep thinking.
I'll give you context.
Niggas run up on Steve left and right.
He punched him with a broke leg too. He said that it was on some, he owed Dame some money. Dame asked him about the money in typical Dame fashion, and Steve not thinking he was for real, like, I ain't giving it to you. And he was like, a nigga not gonna tell me that he's not gonna give me the money that he owes me. So I told him we shooting a fair one.
Yeah.
So he smacked him.
Steve
he said I could. He said I was on crutches, so we couldn't fight. So I smacked him.
Remember that? Yeah. I did listen to that.
Yeah. So I smacked him.
Yeah,
and Dame's a wild boy.
I like that.
Steve had a good interview on 2 Chainz. On 2 Chainz' little interview series called Crate Talk when he was promoting Rapper Go to the League.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Steve Stout was on there. That was pretty good. He told some good stories on there.
Yes. The commissioner.
That's a good one. Who else? Who was your second person? Who you inviting to dinner?
My second person, man, another person whose brain I would love to pick as far as how they built their empire, and I feel like they're one of the few boutique labels to set the example. And it starts at the top, and that's Anthony Tift, aka Top Dog.
Okay.
I just love how they move in a 2019 where you have stuff that's so all over the place, and you have people that have their different pockets. The uniformity that you see with TDE and how people are on the same page, even when people are frustrated and you see the tweet saying, I'm going to leave, it gets worked out. You never have to hear from Top Dog, but you know they thrive. And like I just like how the whole label carries himself, and I feel like it starts at the top. I would like to ask him what he saw in Kendrick. He was early in Game's career.
Yeah.
He was early in the production of Juvenile as well, which is people don't know about. So I would like to check with him, just get a whole rundown on the empire that he built and how he maintains it and stays out of the way and keeps it so uniform and keep people on the same page. Because that's hard to do. Because he has a whole label full of successful artists. It's not, well, Kendrick is the star, but Schoolboy Q, Ab Soul, SZA, those people hold their own. They are stars.
Soul successful?
Yeah.
Oh.
J-Rock.
J-Rock too.
J-Rock way more.
J-Rock. Yeah, I mean
Now, sir.
Now, sir,
Sir,
and you still see the uniformity there, and I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I
You
know.
don't
I
think
like
Ab
that.
Soul successful?
I mean, I like a lot of people don't know who Ab Soul is. Period.
True. He's got like a very
It's very
niche
it's
audience.
so it depends on how you define success.
True.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's a nice roster though. Like he's
Oh,
a
yeah,
nice,
for sure.
he's a great 6-man if that's what we calling him. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like he coming off the bench.
Yeah, if you got him at 6, then you winning.
It's deep. It's a deep roster. Now I like that, and you don't really hear a lot of label infighting. You know what I'm saying? I know there was a little bit of a situation with SZA and I believe Isaiah Rashad, but people don't know who Isaiah Rashad is anyway. So that really just kind of swept under the rug. But so I like how, because normally by now, they've been in the game for a minute.
People
04, he
starting to
started it.
leave.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People will be leaving. People would be
Kendrick would be starting his
disgruntled.
own label.
That none of that has happened, dude. And people have been patiently waiting in the wings. Like Ab Soul, for an example. I can't even tell you when his last project was.
That's my.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's not out here to release me like fucking designer. You know what I'm saying? Is with good music. So I don't know how he keeps that in order, but it's definitely respectable. I ain't mad at that, man. Shout out to Top Dog.
Let's tour well
They
overseas.
say his last project was in 2016.
That's a long time in hip hop.
That's what I'm saying. He must tour well.
Especially for a nigga like
can see
Ab.
that.
So yeah, he does. I'm sure overseas and shit. But they said it's hard to get him in the studio. That's what
I can also see that.
that was the narrative that like J-Rock when he was on his press run when they were talking about the Black Hippie stuff, and also Q said that too, that it's like the chances of them being in the studio together,
that doesn't make sense to me. I
especially
don't understand
Ab Soul.
I mean, it's because he got sensitive eyes, though.
Wait, what don't make sense? Who? Got sensitive
His eyes are sensitive to light. That's why he wears shades.
Yeah, albino.
He said that on Breakfast Club.
Yeah, but the studio's dark.
No, but I'm saying a nigga like that though, like you can imagine how difficult it is to get him to do shit.
Yeah, if a nigga telling me like, man,
If a nigga
you know, I got
actually has
these
sensitive
shapes,
eyes, and
it
that's
probably
why he
is hard to
wears-
get that nigga out the house. I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
I guess I never thought about that.
That do make sense. Nigga
I
probably
wonder,
got sensitive
does he have a
skin.
handicap stick on his car?
He probably allergic to the sun.
He probably don't.
He
He
one
probably
of
ain't got no
them niggas.
DLs. Like you know what I'm saying. Like,
He one of them niggas, man. Got asthma real bad, but he smoke.
Asthma real bad,
But he smoke.
oh
Yeah,
shit.
he one of them niggas.
Nah,
But
I ain't
fuck
mad at
with
that.
Ab, though.
Who
Who y'all got next?
For my next one, I'm gonna go executive with this one. Much like you went executive.
Yep.
I'm saving my artist for last. And this is my cheat code because this person is no longer with us. They left us in 2008. But I'm gonna go Shakir Stewart. I would love. For those who don't know, he was senior vice president and then also executive vice president of Def Jam when Jay-Z left. He is known for, he started as an A&R. His eye for talent is ridiculous. He signed Sierra, Jeezy, Rick Ross. I would love to know the story of him, how the fuck he found those artists. Can you imagine him going to an early Jeezy show and being like, hey, yo, this nigga finna be a star? What did that crowd look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it about Rick Ross that you saw in him that so many other people had already passed up on? Like, I like to get into the mind of people who do that because there's just something that they see that everybody doesn't. Yeah. And I think that'd be dope. And then I know this is super hypothetical, but I would love to know what happened in his death too, though, because there's still like a mystery surrounding that. A lot of people think his wife had something to do with it. Some people think he killed himself. Like it's a crazy situation.
Ruled to suicide?
It was ruled a suicide, yeah. But
suicide,
a lot of people think
there were
mitigating circumstances. For that.
Yeah, some foul play may have been involved. Allegedly, that's what people.
There was
think.
a lot of rumors about beef with people and stuff like that too.
Exactly.
But we don't, you know what I'm saying? God bless the dead.
Absolutely.
Was gone way too soon.
Much respect to Shakir Stewart. That's Morehouse too, man.
There is it's like a
Atlanta
on YouTube.
brother.
It's like a video about it. Everything breaking it down.
Like a little series.
Yeah,
on YouTube?
Yeah. Nah, I mean,
Like
it ain't one of those conspiracy
okay.
type things. It's like giving you the facts for real.
I think there's a documentary.
There's a documentary about it, and there's also a podcast that I cannot think of where I heard it, but they would just
Was
break.
it Mogul?
No, Mogul
Was about Chris Lighty.
Chris Lighty.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yep.
But
That was a good one too.
the situation with him and his wife, they talked about, and even what may have happened behind him killing himself, and Puff had something that was
Because Chris
into
Lighty
it.
killed himself too, right?
Yeah, there was similar situations as far
Yeah.
as things that may have happened to them in the past and were coming to light. But
I think that'll be a very interesting conversation.
yeah, I agree with that.
From even just from the professional standpoint, not even necessarily surrounding them.
I'd love to see a real documentary on Shaquille Stewart.
Yeah, that should be dope. They need a mogul on him.
Yeah,
Like that should be fucking fire.
we
nigga.
may do that.
Yeah, there you go.
We're
Yeah.
looking for funding for that.
Yeah.
Y'all
Hey,
holler at
Mogul.
sponsors, holler at
Act
us.
like y'all didn't just hear that. We got that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What you got, man? Who's your second person?
I'm gonna save my artist for last as well.
All right.
So I'm gonna do my producer that I rock with for so many reasons is Pharrell.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Another
like
nigga
Pharrell.
eating that bird food up there.
He said what?
I know y'all having that bird food done up there.
Absolutely.
Oh, Pharrell's vegan.
Ain't he?
Has to
He
be.
looked like it. I shook that nigga hand. That nigga hand melted in my hand, dude. I was like, yeah, nigga, you don't eat shit.
Nigga, 1,000,000%.
But I like Pharrell for. I mean, of course, he's a musical genius. He has countless hits.
Clearly.
Put on certain bangers, nerd. I love that he was always himself. And fashion wise, he loved to express himself as well. He's just such a creative mind.
Yeah.
And I know, and when there's a lot of times when people are that creative, they bounce to their own drum, if you will, no pun intended.
Yeah.
So I would love to see and just sit down with him and pick his brain, like you guys said, because he's like I say, he's a genius. And then when it comes to all outlets, fashion, music, and things of that nature.
Did you see his? He has a sit down conversation with man, what's the guy that produced 99 Problems?
Rick Rubin, yes.
Have you seen that on YouTube?
Mm-mm.
It's just them two. It's a conversation with Pharrell and Rick Rubin, and Rick Rubin don't even wear shoes, so that.
Yeah, both of them are kind of out there.
Yeah, they out there. So, but if you listen to it, because Pharrell be out there, but he's not so out there the way you can't follow. He just challenged the way you think about shit.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a pretty interesting conversation, but you got to be in the mood for it though. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how I would have to be at the crib, because Pharrell can go left.
Oh, for sure.
He can go out of
But
space.
a lot of creatives are like that.
That's true.
When it comes to artists in general who are really creative, they have a certain quirkiness to them.
But the nigga says he sees sounds in colors.
See?
I could believe that.
I can too, and I don't know what that means, but I believe the fuck out of it.
I believe it. I was watching the shop. I wouldn't even let Rick Rubin come in there with no shoes. I ain't gonna lie.
This man,
Rick Rubin said some shit on the shop though, real low key though.
he wore no shoes on the
said-
shop?
Yeah, of course.
Nigga sitting there with no shoes on, man. But he did say some
Rick
shit
Rubin
on
is a
there. But
genius
he
too,
was
though.
talking about the creative, and that shit was fire.
Yeah, he gonna drop some jewels
About
on
the
you.
process, but
You
yeah,
gotta
it was
think
good.
about it. Pharrell made Grinding. And
Pharrell's
then
a legend.
And then he made what's that song? Say Hello. What's the one?
Which one?
The one from that movie, from the cartoon. The huge song from the cartoon from
Happy?
Happy.
Oh yeah, that
Uh-huh.
shit nuts.
Yeah.
See that?
That's probably the
Grinding
biggest-
and Happy.
That's probably one of the biggest records of the last 10
Yes.
years.
Man.
Like easy.
Cause I'm happy.
Yeah, that's a banging song. Yeah, I like Pharrell. That's a good pick, because I think Pharrell's an interesting guy.
Pharrell, my guy. What you got? What's your last pick, man?
Oh,
At the dinner table.
it's easy. Like, this is a layup. I did two artists because I feel like Action Bronson is so much more.
Okay.
But if I just in general. But if I did go artist and someone who has not tapped into what I feel like that they're going to become as a star, my probably top 3 favorite people, period, in entertainment is Vincent Jamal Staples.
Okay.
I like every time that he on something, it's entertaining, it's funny. I feel like that he is one of the few people that get it. He don't take himself too serious. Every time I see him, he with the homies from that he used to grow up with, and
Yeah, I love him. Staples.
he lets people know how dangerous that they are. And I love how he leans into being a gangbanger, but it's not on no dangerous shit. It's like, nah, my nigga,
just letting
I
you know.
live differently from you, my
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
different. We different from you. I just love how he articulates that and how he expresses himself as an artist. I listened to a couple of songs even over the weekend as I was preparing for this. Like, I fuck with Vince. I feel like that he would be an entertaining source, and he's smart though. Like I listen to him talk on Joe podcast. I listen to him do different things. He gives you a perspective from a younger kid that you usually don't get. He's a lot more thought out than most kids are his age, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, and he has a couple of songs. One I was gonna feature coming weeks, but he has a couple of songs, and he doesn't get the shine that he does musically because he makes good music.
Yeah, like he just came out for some of it.
The Queen and Slim.
Yeah,
that was gonna be one of the songs I was gonna feature.
I like that.
Yeah, that's gonna be the songs I was featuring with Black and Mariba on that.
Yeah, I fuck with Vince Staples. Vince Staples is funny as fuck, bro. Like he entertaining as hell. I saw the second little episode or whatever they're calling. I can't remember. Vince Staples show or something like that on YouTube. The shit was hella funny. It was creative. He thinks left field. I fuck with him. That's a good one.
He really is a big crip too. That's what's so funny.
Yeah, like it ain't on some real shit.
Joe Buddy said, if y'all would have saw what we talk about behind the scenes, right. I will not fuck with Vince.
Well, I mean, you can even listen to him talk and tell that, like, okay, this nigga about that life. Because it ain't no nigga, I was doing this and doing it. It's just like, I know the details, my nigga. And when niggas know the details, you know they was about that life for real.
Yeah. I can respect that, man. For my last pick, I'm going with my artist. I'm going Daniel Hernandez, a.k.a. Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
100%.
Now, you just want to be controversial.
No, absolutely not.
Skip Bayless over here.
And that's why.
Bayless over here. Where y'all eating dinner at?
And that's why I led with his government name, because I don't even want the character of Tekashi 6ix9ine. I want Daniel Hernandez at the table.
Why?
Like, I was watching a Dave East interview. I think this was Big Boy or LA Leakers. I can't remember. And Dave East said a couple years ago that Tekashi was in the studio for his mans. He was the cameraman. He was documenting what Dave East's homeboy had going on. And then 2 years later, he popped up with the tattoos and the colorful hair. And his man was like, bro, that's dude that was in the studio with us with the camera. He was like, what? Dude was a square. He was a regular kid. You know, understand what I'm saying? Like, Tekashi's 23, so we're talking, he was probably 18 around that time. He was like, man, dude is a regular kid just around the way. I think they ended up discovering him at working at a sub shop or something, and they transformed him into this. I would love to get into the mind of him and be like, bro, how did you think this was going to turn out? How did you know you were in too deep like Omar Epps? Like, what was the idea behind why he is the first troll gone wrong, when trolling goes wrong on a major level in the social media era. Like, dude, I need a 30 for 30 on him, but instead I'll just take him at dinner because this shit is fascinating. It's a train wreck, bro.
What's the difference between him and Kodak Black?
Kodak Black really is a street dude, though.
Okay, yeah.
Project Baby or whatever he called himself.
So the difference is the manipulation that he did to make people. Okay.
Yeah, he was trolling to get clicks and clout.
This really
and
is.
You want to sit down and hear about this?
So Kodak Black is the real version of it. So you would invite the fake version, but you ain't dealing with Kodak
Absolutely.
Black.
So confused.
Because I'm confused at why someone would take it. What drove him to take it to that level?
That's
Malibu's interesting to me.
CB4.
Well, I think
I've never seen CB4.
You know what? I think it speaks to the general.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I never seen it before. Or Malibu's Most Wanted for that matter. I don't want to see that
bullshit. I let that fly over. I ain't never seen that either.
Hell no.
I think it speaks to the generation that he's from, though. Like, you can literally ask kids what they want to be now, and they will tell you, like, Instagram famous.
Yeah.
I want to be popping off Vine. Mm-hmm. And that's what Daniel Hernandez is
they
from.
won't say Vine these days.
Well, not these days.
Yeah, whatever's the
TikTok.
cool thing. Yeah, you go.
TikTok.
Yeah, I didn't know I knew that. Yeah.
Yo.
You got nephews?
Yeah, it's tough. But yeah, I think that Daniel Hernandez is that. How far can I max it? You said it right. When this is the trolling to the end. This is what happens when you take it all the way. You want to do this all the way, you end up on trial in a federal case where you're snitching on people who are really about their life and you didn't get out in time.
It's funny, Dave East said dude is a regular kid, so what he's doing is not considered snitching because he's a civilian.
That's why Dave East sold 5,000 records.
That's false. He sold 22,000 records.
But I wanted somebody young.
That's why he was projected to sell 5.
I wanted somebody young. He's 23. I wanted somebody at the table who wasn't in my age bracket. I wanted somebody young to get a youth perspective on things. Like you said, that's how the youth are looking at things. They want to troll. They want to da-da-da. I'm sure there's some 23-year-olds listening to us who would disagree with you, but who knows? I don't know.
Not all of them, just him. I've literally heard kids say, like, they want to be like on reality TV.
They'd rather be famous than rich.
Instagram famous. Doing that, no, they think the riches come with it though. They think that if they on Instagram and everybody knows them, that they're going to be rich. They just don't know that it don't all encompass that.
Fair enough. Who's at your table, man, for the last person?
Yeah, my last person, this is a wonderful cat. I love his
Shocker.
personality. It's going to be Currency, the hot spitter. The reason I picked Currency is because Currency moves differently. Currency has his fan base. He knows his fan base. He knows projected numbers. He knows how to tour around that fan base. He tours constantly.
Yeah.
He knows what to get, what merch to sell, how to pinpoint this market, and he's fucking living comfortably.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need to do everything you see on glitz and glamour when it comes to the rappers. He just lives his life, has a nice home in New Orleans, probably has different businesses, real estate.
Several whips.
And, yeah, he just moved. I love his, of course I love Sneakerhead.
Dope shoe,
I love his style. And I love his whole perspective of the game. Like his moniker, Jets, just enjoy this shit, is the best thing in the world because he really lives like that.
Damn, I know
and
what
he
that
doesn't care. He doesn't let anything outside mess up his high good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the same thing with him. He's positive every time you see him. Everybody fuck with him. Every
ain't nobody
rapper
beefing with
fuck
him.
with Currency. It's just nothing but love and his perspective on the game and life in general. I just love that about him.
That's a good one too, coming from somebody who was on a major label. He was
Right.
on Cash Money. He was on No Limit.
He
He's
found
seen
his
both
own way.
sides.
He found his own way.
He's seen both sides of the coin. And then I just seen him tweet something the other day. He was like, yo, I'm just a regular dude. I don't do any of the fuck shit. I don't do any of the the troll shit. I don't have to. You can actually be successful and not have to do any of that shit.
right.
He literally just tweeted something to that nature. I'm paraphrasing.
And be yourself.
Exactly. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, bro, I'm a regular dude.
When he was with No Limit and them, you could tell he wasn't really comfortable.
Nah, yeah, you could tell.
Since he started on his own, he evolved into himself.
Yeah.
And he was always he's himself now.
I think
that's the best thing about it.
I agree. I think that's the complete opposite of what you were talking about with 6ix9ine. He's one of these artists that found himself when he leaned into what he really liked to do. I like to smoke weed. I like 5 cars. I like to chill. I like shoes. And it's like, I ain't talking about killing niggas or none of that. Like, this is what I own. But
he was under the pressures
to do so. Thought he had to do that, being from New Orleans, running from
you running with the cliques
running
and No
with the
Limit,
people that do
no
that.
soldiers.
So once he was able to step away and do that, I respect him for that. That's why Currency's always been one of my favorite and very, very good taste. Have y'all seen his wife?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
You
married?
wouldn't suspect that to be his wife, right?
I mean, you never know these days.
I know how your stance on.
I know he was married.
His
though.
wife is another, so that's why he has.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I've seen him.
You just said you didn't know he was married.
No, I just didn't know he was. I didn't know he was
married
married.
her. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
She bad. I like that. I was
for
surprised at the pairing there.
Nah, I can respect that.
Is she white?
I don't know what she is.
I
She's
don't
just
think
an other.
so.
Yeah, she's definitely another.
She's an other. I don't know if she.
But I can see how he would be with another.
True.
I can say that about him because he has a hippie.
True. That is
hippie
true.
kind of personality.
It fits, but it don't.
white
It
people
don't
love
look
Currency.
like it fit, but it fit.
Yeah.
So
Nah, I can respect that. Shout out to Currency. I'm definitely fuck with that. You got to ask him about the him and Dame situation. I need details.
Yeah, man.
Dame Dash is adamant that he didn't do anything.
Yeah, okay.
And that him and Currency are cool.
Dame Dash is adamant that he's never done anything in life.
No, he's not.
He's never admitted to being like, I fucked up in this situation not once. I've never heard it.
He admitted his role in the Rockefeller shit.
No way.
He did on Adam 22. Did you listen to Adam 22?
Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah, I listened to that. Every second of it.
He admitted it?
Yes.
What'd he say?
When he had the Wendy's uniform on?
He had what?
Oh, when he had the short sleeve shift manager.
Shift manager.
Oh, okay.
What that was, yeah. The Blockbuster shirt.
Real quick
The
too.
Blockbuster. That wasn't outside.
Tekashi is getting out in 31 days.
Oh my God. Nobody cares but you.
Nah, I might get that interview then.
Good go.
He can come to
Have fun.
He can come to my Christmas dinner. What's the next music break? Oh, hold on. Before we get to the music break,
He's gonna
though,
shoot your crib up.
everybody in Facebook land, rap chat, y'all let us know who would y'all bring to the dinner table. Let's get 3 people. Please stay away from the layups. Don't say Jay. Don't say Puff. We all know that. We all want them at our fucking dinner. Or whoever. Don't
Tell us why.
Challenge yourself, please.
Yeah.
And let us know who.
That's
All right.
the thing these days, huh? Challenge yourself.
Absolutely, man. Step outside the box. Now, who we got next for this music break? Tough.
That
So
was a
this
challenge.
That was a fire
It had
pit.
to be a challenge.
This next
You need to get that
record
in
comes from
with a straight face.
Royce the 5'9". It features a myriad of individuals, including Sci-Hi.
Myriad.
Myriad
Oh.
of individuals, yes, including
That's
Sci-Hi
SAT
the
word
Prince.
today.
and the king of the South himself, Tip. And also your boy, Ari the Kid. This one is called Black Savage. It is actually off the NFL Songs of the Season series.
What?
Let's do it, Hove.
NFL Songs of the Season.
Yes.
Oh, fuck me.
Let's get it. Man, we are back. That was Royce the 5'9" and too many people for me to name. Black Savage, how you feel about it?
It's the king, homie.
Man.
T.I. had the best verse on there.
Yes, he did.
Fucking murdered it.
He ripped it.
Saha did good, too.
Saha did a great job. He's just
So did Royce, of course.
Yeah, Royce the 5'9". Fucking.
Yeah.
Everybody had a good verse on this
That's
song.
a good song. That's a good song. Everybody was rapping their ass off on there, so I like that. What are you talking about, the NFL though? What was that?
So this song is featured on the NFL. They have certain songs for the NFL. So I guess
It's on Tidal.
Yes, it's on Tidal and
It's nasty.
yeah, it's an NFL.
Now Tidal has NFL sponsored songs.
no, this is not just a Tidal thing though. It's on Apple Music too.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just
so the NFL is releasing rap songs.
NFL has songs of the season.
Oh my fucking.
Shout out to
And
Jay-Z
this is
for
one
getting
of
everybody a check, looking out for his
Shout out
people
to
as he
Jay.
do.
Yeah,
Man, that's just what he do. He get niggas checks, B.
yeah, man.
Shout out to Hove, man. What I think about the song? Oh, I was fucking with it. Yeah, that shit was fire. Everybody was ripping that shit.
So
Shout out to
of
Cy Ari. I don't know how that parent.
Ari,
I don't know. I'm from New York.
From New York.
But no, for a quick, the PR release for this is the Songs of the Season is a multi-tier season-long initiative that will highlight superstars and emerging artists of all genres.
And that will get niggas checks.
I am willing to bet.
How can you hate that?
Them niggas didn't know it was for the NFL.
What?
They know when that check came through and it was signed by Roger
Right, that's what I'm
Goodell.
saying. I'm standing by that. Like, I couldn't go hard on Jay for partnering with him, and then niggas be like, "Well, shit, this is a track for the NFL. Oh, here you go." I don't think that happened.
And this is a very black conscious record.
Yeah, that's what
True.
I'm saying. I don't think that happened. I don't know how the NFL got their hands on this, but it was some kind of manipulation.
I know T.I. caught a lot of flack in the media lately, but shout out to T.I. for steering his career into this sort of conscious rapper. I mean, it started with This or Us, which is a slept-on album, which is very, very good.
Yeah, he was ripping it.
And I like what he's done. He has done what Jeezy can't do.
He tried it with Church in the Streets. Oh, you saying just
Jeezy ain't-
transitioning?
Just transition with your age.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of rappers can't do it. I don't think Wayne has done it either. He can't transition with his age.
You know what? You're right, because it goes to I feel like a larger problem in our community as black men as far as communication. I don't think that those guys communicate themselves as articulately as T.I. does. And I ain't talking about pronunciation and the big words. I'm just talking about how T.I. is able to express himself. And I can look at a video with Wayne and even with Jeezy and be like, huh? What the nigga talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even at
especially
this
Wayne.
stage. Yeah.
Jeezy's
like,
much better than Wayne, but
Jeezy's good,
Wayne
but
is
there's still areas for improvement
Yeah,
for Jeezy where he can be a lot like Jeezy should have been able to transition into like
yeah.
Nori. Like what Nori doing, like Jeezy should be
not.
able to do that. I'm
I think
telling you,
Jeezy's more-
if he had the personality.
Yeah,
Jeezy
the personality.
needs more
That's what it
personality.
is.
That's
See,
fair.
T.I. loves the
That,
loves
yeah,
the
like
camera.
all this talking to Alex Jones, T.I. get off on that.
Jeezy
I don't know
doesn't-
what
Jeezy's
Jeezy.
not
I
that
don't know
kinda-
what Jeezy get off on.
Yeah, he's
Like
not that kind of guy.
pause.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to know.
Don't hold your breath on that.
Yeah, man. But this is a dope record, man. Shout out to the NFL Songs of the Season. Shout out to Royce 5'9".
Shout out to Jay-Z. All right, man. Before we get out of here,
Shout out to
question
Cap,
of
nigga.
the week.
Shout out to Sean Watts.
Shout out Cap.
Miss
Stand
Lauryn.
strong, Cap.
Miss Lauryn Hill, man, she dropped a new song over the weekend titled "Guarding the Gates." It's from the Queen and Slim soundtrack.
Yes, fire soundtrack too, people.
Now, the track is her first song in almost 6 years. Are you excited at the possibility of the return of L Boogie?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
She gonna put
Yeah,
y'all,
plus one.
Disrespect.
she gonna put y'all on ice.
Plus
It's
one.
gonna be this song, and you're gonna be waiting on whatever is coming next for the next 6 years.
Yeah.
And then she'll drop another song from another soundtrack. Like, nah, I'm cool. I personally am not as big a Lauryn Hill fan as a lot of people hold in high regard that album. I
One of the
respect
greatest albums ever made.
what she's did. I do not think it's one of the greatest albums ever made. I think it's overrated.
What?
Yeah, if we're doing hip hop albums, it's a no for me.
I wouldn't say it's a hip hop album though, but
But people try to classify
they
it as
do.
that.
yeah.
And but I mean, Lauryn Hill is talented. I would never take that away from her. I just don't. I ain't here for Lauryn
The
Hill.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is not one of the top albums you ever heard.
No,
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not into it like
it
that
ain't even
either.
top 10 of mine.
But Lauryn Hill is she dope, all of that. But I'm just not trying to hear it.
Why aren't you
And
trying to hear it?
I'm just not interested.
But why though?
She doesn't make the type of music I'm interested in hearing.
Oh. Okay.
That's all. And I could care less if she came out tomorrow, 6 years
it
from
was-
now, 10 years from now.
If it was Leonard Hill, would you listen to it?
If it was Kanye West, he'd listen to
I
it.
don't get it. I mean,
Leonard Hill is hilarious.
Leonard Hill was fun.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, Kanye is just as much of a weirdo as Lauryn Hill.
She's eating off this one album, bro, for like 20 years,
It's
bro.
a phenomenal album.
Bro, we've gotten
Phenomenal.
we've gotten to the point where
I get your point, though.
yeah, like
We get it.
yeah,
The album was good.
yeah, nah, it's
That was
cool.
great. It was great.
It could be great. Fuck
Great.
it.
Yeah, like it
that was
phenomenal.
1990.
Y'all the only people I ever heard that say the album's not great.
Well, you know what it is though. I think a lot of
'Cause
it
men and women
has to
like this
do. Yeah, ain't got nothing to do with men and women. I think it has to do with how she's carried herself post.
After, and I get that. I get
Yeah,
that.
that's trash.
For me,
I'm like Parham. I'm here for the music. Shit.
that's fair.
It's a
but
turn
like,
off though.
fam, you got a classic album. That don't mean you can still show up 3 hours late
Now
to
that's
your
bullshit,
concerts, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
come on.
And y'all dumb for keep paying for these damn
I
concerts. Y'all keep going to
wouldn't
Lauryn Hill.
dare go to a Lauryn Hill. Like that have to be free. And I have to like somebody to call me from there and be like, she's here.
Yeah.
Even before I waste my time getting ready for a free concert.
All right, man. Let's get to this on deck of the week before we get to this music.
Before you go to Undecker of the Week,
Oh, sure, go ahead.
in the rap chat,
Yes.
there was a recent post. How did you hear about the On Deck TV podcast? What made you start listening, and or either or, however you want to put it? But we love to hear the responses from you guys. So go to Facebook, Rap Chat, put your response in there, put your response on this latest episode, put your response in iTunes. How did you find out about the On Deck TV podcast?
Yeah, man. We appreciate everybody that submitted an answer. Thank you. It's super cool hearing like how people came across it, man. So
Yeah, we'll
that's
start
dope.
reading those or something.
Absolutely. Now, for right now, we got to go on deck of the week, man. We're taking it to iTunes. We mentioned on the show the other week that whoever hops on here and says something on iTunes, we got a shirt waiting for you. And we got one for young Cooley Miles. All right. He gave the show 5 stars. Appreciate that. And he said, show is fire per usual. But I was listening and noticed the Frank Ocean talk about his stardom and the albums and was thinking you guys are so engulfed in music, even outside of hip-hop. Have you guys thought about doing a spin-off podcast about R&B albums or stories? Dope show. Been listening so long that I even streamed off the old one with FSP.
Respect.
Hey, we appreciate that, Cooley Miles. Reach out to us at OndeckTV Podcast on IG or on Facebook so we can get this brand new T-shirt out to you. Super dope, man. And for the record, when he's referring to streaming the old one off FSP, we have a old feed when we used to do the show live on Blog Talk Radio. It is still on iTunes. Those are where our first 70 episodes are, give or take. So that's super dope, man.
And it's actually a good idea. We did talk about R&B all the time. Our R&B knowledge is unmatched.
That's not true.
As you can see, I was a winner of Tune Trials, by the way. But yeah, we could probably roll something out soon, man. 2020 is gonna be a big year.
What's
Absolutely.
the biggest story in R&B right now? Summer Walker?
It ain't one.
Her anxiety is the biggest
That's
story.
the biggest
Yes.
story, right?
Yeah, and that let
Shout out
you
to
know
the
where
best. Well,
R&B
we can get
is.
into the best R&B albums later, but yeah.
R&B is back.
It's
but
definitely back.
R&B
It
is
took a
definitely back,
mean
Shout out
break,
to Ari.
though.
Shout out to
back,
Snow
though.
Allegra. Shout out to Summer Walker.
Sir.
Sir.
All the hottest new
Lucky
artists
Day.
are R&B artists.
That's a fact. Nah, it took a nice little 15-year break, though.
That's a fact.
Please
too.
believe that.
It was
Oh,
Trey
15?
Songz. Trey Songz was holding it down strong for 8 years.
Trey don't
nigga.
get his respect, man.
I
Gotta
said
give
he was
Trey his
holding
roses.
it down. He was holding
Gotta
it
give him
down
his roses.
strong
Keisha
for
Cole
8
was
years,
holding it
nigga.
down strong.
not
about
like
man.
Trey.
What?
Gotta get his roses.
Niggas Trey Songz the only nigga on the block for a long time. Nigga, that nigga was eating.
Hey, I'm gonna play Chapter 5 when I get the car. Chapter 4.
New music, man. What we got?
New music. Speaking of R&B and rap mix, so we had Chicks Take 5, which is fire.
I ain't gonna lie, that tape was banging, though.
Tory
Tory
delivered.
Lane's a talented ass little nigga, man.
Tory delivered. I've been
Damn.
listening to that, and this next one was the Queen and Slim soundtrack. This soundtrack is very good, people.
I'm gonna check that out.
Really,
to
check it
listen to
out.
that shit.
I'm gonna go see the movie too.
I've been back and forth on those 2 albums.
Are you?
I'm definitely gonna see the movie.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
definitely. The movie.
I'm in there.
Yeah, I'm in there. You fuck with that?
Nah.
It looked dope though. They shouldn't
Wow, you know what I'm saying?
They shouldn't have called it
surprised.
Queen and Slim though.
This the title.
Yeah, they shouldn't have called it
I
that
ain't gonna
though.
lie to
Title
you.
threw you off?
The title threw me off.
I don't like that.
Sound like one of them books, like one of them
Zane books?
Yeah. In the whole Eric Jerome Dickey, Zane Lane. I used to read them. They was all right.
Yeah, I never touched
You
them.
never read them?
Hell no.
Got to.
Fuck no.
No. I prefer pure literature.
But nah,
never
I'm
had-
fucking with the movie
Back
strong
in
though.
college when the Starlets used to read them.
But yeah, I was about to say, yo, you women used to read that around.
1,000,000%.
So we also had Styles P with Presence, Paradise and Fontaine. What's the name?
Oh,
Paradise Fontaine.
Paradise and
Nah,
Fontaine.
Partisan.
Partisan
Fontaine.
Fontaine.
and his album got some bangers. Shout out to Mike Jones on Facebook. That Partisan Fontaine got some bangers.
Yeah,
on
just
it.
give me the ones that's bang. I ain't listened to the whole album.
That's an R&B album?
Nah,
No,
this
it's a
nigga
rap
be
album.
writing for Cardi.
That's a dude with Cardi.
Ah,
yeah.
yeah.
He got some
Allegedly.
bangers.
Allegedly. And your man, talk
Lil
that
Boosie.
shit.
And Lil
Boosie
Boosie.
badass.
I tried. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. And
I
shout
seen
out.
that nigga in Linux the other day.
Yeah, he's
He was
always
in
around.
Lacoste. Just
He was in Lacoste?
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Dude,
He was absolutely buying some boat shoes
Yeah, I can see that.
in November.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see he was 1,000,000%
Coming up this
Lacoste.
week, speaking of your boy Action Bronson, coming out with Alchemist.
Oh shit!
Really?
Lamb over rice.
Cannot wait.
It's a great dish if you ever had lamb and
Fire.
rice.
That's
Yes.
what's up. I didn't know he had a tape.
Yes, Iggy Azalea, Wicked Lips is supposed to come out. DJ Muggs and the God
DJ
Fahim,
Muggs.
Dump Assassins is also coming out.
And you got
Anything coming out Black Friday other than can you see that right there? Other than Fab, shout out to Fab.
Well, they say Fabulous Summertime Shootout coming on the 29th. I guess is that Black Friday?
Yeah.
Black Friday. Oh yeah, because we're not gonna be here.
Ain't coming out.
Yeah. So and the game finally, more the rap is coming out as well.
Really?
And Westside and Conway and Benny coming out with their collective on Black Friday as well.
The Griselda?
WWCD. Yes.
Oh
That's
wow.
fire right there. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
That's the only one
That's
gonna
three
come out.
decent projects though.
Oh,
Like, on
and-
some real shit.
Just missing this guy, Currency, and Smoke Dizza, Prestige Worldwide coming out. As
I
well.
smoked this a blew it, dude.
Yeah.
I thought it was just currency. You
Smoke
blew it
this a
with
cool nigga though.
Yeah, I like Smoke. But,
He cool in
and
person.
Before we get out of here, I want to give a special shout out to that boy Oatmeal. He welcomed a new baby boy into the world.
Hey.
So,
Congratulations,
shout out
man.
to you, Fi. Congratulations to you and your woman.
Absolutely, man.
Congratulations, man.
Super dope.
That's dope.
Y'all check out that oatmeal episode, man. Don't sleep on
Yeah,
that.
y'all better check out Spinrella. Download the app.
Absolutely. What you got on deck for the weekend and a holiday?
Is the weekend coming up?
comes up
I
every
mean,
week.
holiday coming up this weekend. What'd you say?
Ting.
I missed it.
What are you doing for the weekend and the holiday?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Take
yet.
6.
I have no idea. My
My
birthday gonna be in that stretch, so something for
Oh, when's your birthday?
26th.
Oh, right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So you're going to lump it all together.
Happy
Always
40th,
do.
man.
Yeah, they always shook me in there, man.
Happy 45th in advance.
Absolutely not. 10 years younger than you. So whatever you put on me, you add 10.
Yeah.
My nigga.
Go ahead.
What am I doing? I'm going to go see. What am I seeing this weekend? 21 Bridges,
Oh. I'm gonna do
Oh, the guy from
Black Panther.
yeah.
It don't look like
Skip.
it look like something look cool, but it's rated R, so that might save it though.
cool off that.
Nah, motherfuckers might get their head blown
I
off.
want to see
on
Motherless
shit like
Brooklyn. I might go see that.
that. What is that?
That movie with Ed Norton and all those other people.
Oh,
I wanna
definitely
that.
going to see
What's
that.
it called?
Motherless Brooklyn.
Yes.
It's about corruption in New York in the 60s and stuff like that. I definitely want to
Those
see
are.
that.
I'm saying that over the holiday. I'm saying
Queen of
Queen
Slim
and
for
Slim,
sure.
and I'm saying The Irishman.
Yeah, I want to see the Irish.
That's gonna be dope. It's like 4 hours long though.
I can't wait.
Mm.
But my favorite films of all time is 4 hours long.
Godfather.
Once Upon a Time in America.
Never seen it.
Cyril Jerry Leone. Great film.
I don't know what that is.
You made that up. I'm gonna be real.
I made it up, or I'm just a movie buff and you're not.
Robert De Niro in that? Robert De Niro in
yeah,
that, right?
Robert De Niro's in that.
Yeah.
And so is I can't think of the guy's name at the moment.
I'm going to do some more podding this week, man. I get to talk about
Excuse
Cap in the NFL, man.
Oh.
Yeah. I get to talk about
If I get a chance to check it out, it's a real good movie. If you know Robert, you might have seen it then. If you know Robert.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's around golf all the time, right?
Probably. Yeah, in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
What you got on deck?
For me, this weekend, I am not completely sure, but holiday is coming up. Probably going to Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, traveling, all of that. Holiday.
I can respect it, man. Hey, everybody enjoy y'all holiday. Be sure to go to patreon.com/realville. Check out all of the reviews. We got the Machiavelli up right now. And we got like 20 other reviews. Don't sleep.
Yeah, I'm on that St. John review.
That St. John review is up right now. I listened to that St. John, that first tape. That motherfucker banging. And go to iTunes, leave a comment. Don't forget, Cooley Miles, reach out to us, man. We get that T-shirt to you, fam. We appreciate that. Anything else before we get out of here?
We out.
Holla.